Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, we are here to take questions. We're here to take questions. If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. Huh? If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. We are here to take questions. Have a question, put it in the comment section. If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. We're here to answer questions, okay? How are you? How are you feeling? Let me see who has a question. Hi, how are you? Hi, Oloshula Fali. How are you? Yeah, we are here to take questions, okay? If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. We are just here to put to answer questions. That's all. Yeah, if you have a question, please put it in the comment section. We are here to answer questions. Questions. Hi, Abdul Rashid Banguha. How are you? How are you feeling this afternoon? I want to see if there's any news going on, by the way. As you know, DHS terminate TPS for Afghanistan. It's done. It has been terminated. We talked about this one yesterday. Trying to see anything else we have here. Okay, I'm just trying to see if we have a more additional thing that I need to be talking about. Okay, let's see what we have. This one. Yeah, Trump 59. Yeah, those are the things we talked about yesterday. Okay, let's see. I talked a live agent online. She for interview for I-140, but not yet scheduled. Do you think this accurate? I asked another agent. They said the same thing. Well, that could be accurate, but the thing is, you just wait for the letter to know for sure when they're gonna schedule you. Just wait for the letter. That's it. Accurate or not, it really doesn't matter until you actually receive the letter, right? What is the processing time for work permit asylum? Are you talking about renewal of work permits? That I don't know. If it's a first time work permit, then it's supposed to be 1 month only. If it's a renewal, that I don't know. Okay, you just wait. Especially that they have the extension. I mean, you can call to find out, but yeah, I don't really have an answer for that. Okay, trying to see if we have another question, another news. We don't have news at this moment. I'm just trying to check on news. If there's news, not news. Yeah. Besides what we talked about yesterday, I don't see anything else. For the first time, it's supposed to take only 30 days. Okay, if it's past 30 days, you should call USCIS. Asylum pending, and this is your first work permit, it's supposed to take only 30 days. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Veronica Villegas. How are you? We are only taking questions to this afternoon. If you have a question, please put it in the comment. I don't have any new news going on. I mean, we talked about the news yesterday. You can just watch my video from yesterday. Okay, this did my biometric for and how much to still know. Oh, they'll give you the work permit before the decision. That's how it works. They give you the work permit first while they're working on the decision. Yeah. So it's just depending on which service center. The waiting time, it's just gonna depend. If they told you that you're on the queue, you just wait. You get your interview letter. Yeah. Processing time, to be honest, nobody has control over that. It just depends on each center, processing center. That is just going to depend on each processing center. So if yeah, it's just going to depend on each processing center. Let me see if we have something else. So it says that Trump aims to use more FBI, drug and gun agent to pursue immigrants. In Florida, basically, they are going to be the police is going to be the one arresting immigrants. Basically, that's what's going on. In Washington, D.C., I can share this one, basically. Let's share this one. So those are the breaking news. Let's share. Because we have that, let's just share it. How long it takes? Um, to be honest, uh, I don't have an answer for that. You just have to go with the processing time online and see what is the estimate date. Yeah, the estimate date, you just go with that. So it can take 3 months, it can take 6 months, it can take 9 months, it can even take a year. It just depends. Um, yeah, just look on processing time online to see the estimate and go with that. Those questions about how long it takes, how long, really, to be honest with you, nobody has the answer for that. It's just going to depend on case by case basis and the processing center. So those are the news we have here, right? If you just Google latest immigration news, it tells you. For example, this one says Trump um, aims to use more FBI drug and gun agents to pursue immigrants. The Department of Justice plans to bolster enforcement and deportation in 25 cities across the United States. The Trump administration is directing more FBI drug and gun agents toward immigration enforcement as it ramps up a crackdown across more than 2,000 U.S. cities in the coming days, according to 5 people familiar with the directive. The Justice Department officials have decided that about 2,000 of the federal agents will be going into enforcement of immigration laws, basically. So they're adding more agents from other department. Yeah, that's what's going on. Um, DC, this just happened in DC. This article of today, 190 189 arrested in Make DC Safe and Beautiful immigration crackdown. Make DC safe and beautiful. They arrested, federal authority arrested 189 individuals in DC immigration enforcement operation. Officials said the effort aimed to restore order and uphold immigration laws. Some arrests face charges related to unlawful reentry. Those unlawful reentry is pretty much permanent bar. Assault and weapon possession. Yeah, mostly criminals. What we know, the U.S. attorney joined other federal law enforcement leaders to confirm the arrests, which were carried out over the past week, part of Make DC Safe and Beautiful initiative. Remember, we had ICE raid on the 5th, on the 6th in DC. So in total, they arrested 189 individuals. Okay, that's in DC. This is a lawsuit. 19 attorneys general sued Trump over funds tied to immigration enforcement. Remember, the Trump administration said that they are going to withhold the funds, right, in sanctuary cities. Basically, that's the lawsuit about it. This one is interesting. Florida breaks away from ICE to take immigration into own hands. Basically, the Republican government, Ron DeSantis, has announced that Florida Highway Patrol can conduct immigration operation independent of the Trump administration. Basically, they'll be arresting people independently of ICE. Like, if you're driving without license, drunk driver, all those, they'll be controlling those arrests. Traffic arrest related type of cases. Yeah, basically that's what they will do. Why it matters, Republicans swept into office in 2024 election largely on the promise of taking a hard line approach with immigration and promising mass deportation. So basically, that's the goal. That's Florida. And as I said before, if I happen to be undocumented, I cannot live in states like Florida, Texas, Georgia. Those are not the states I might find myself in, to be honest with you. Okay. My vacate still pending this month. It's going to be 3 years. Have you received approval recently in your firm? I know process time is long. No, recently, no. I even have a case that was filed in 2021, and I've done a lot of follow-up on that case. It's still pending. I tried to get the client to get involved with the congressman. I guess the client doesn't even want to because they just want the case to be pending. So that case is still pending. That was since May of 2021. You see, 2022, 2023, 2024. 2025 here. It's going to be 4 years, exactly 4 years. Yeah, that case is still pending. So, yeah. Have you tried submitting inquiry online about that case to see if it's past processing time? Did you try that? Yeah, let me just look at here and see if the case in question has been, if they have, let me see, the case number here. I'm trying to see if they've responded to something because those people, nobody's responding. No, still pending. Yeah, it's still pending. Well, to be honest with you, those cases are taking forever. I mean, yeah, there's no response on that specific case. No response. No response on that specific case. Still pending. It's going to be 4 months, 4 years actually, by the end of this month. Okay. Question. We're only taking questions. If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. If you have a question, please put it in the comment. If you have been auto removed, get CAD, but you qualify for adjustment of status, can you fight? The procedure is still the same, right? If a person has been auto removed and then they place them in detention, what are they going to do? They're going to, first of all, see if they're eligible for bond to be released, or if they're eligible to be released under another alternative to detention. That's the first fight, right? To find out if ICE is going to release you. If not, if the court is going to release you. Meanwhile, depending on what strategy you have, if you're going to file I-130, but remember, even if you file I-130, still have to go, after it's approved, to go back to court to reopen the case. So mostly what people do at that point, they just fight to be released under maybe order of supervision, or they might apply for stay of removal with ICE. Again, it's just a way to be released under order of supervision, and hopefully you have a work permit. A lot of people have been released because they've been caught under the order of supervision, sorry, being order removed. And yeah, that's the only thing you will do, fight for your release. That's it. And if they're trying to send you to a country where they claim it's a safe third country option, that's when you try to reopen the case, because you want the judge to hear your case in terms of why you don't want to go to that other country. So that's what it is. Hold on first. Sorry, I had to take this phone call. Okay. Uh, as I was saying, right, if a person get caught when they already have been previously ordered removed, what happens next is that the person has to fight for release. How are you going to be released? That's the first thing to do. And then depending on whether they want to remove you to another country, a safe third country, or even if they want to remove you to your own country, you can still tell them basically file a motion to reopen your case so that the judge can hear new evidence on fear of removal in terms of the country where they're trying to remove you. Does it really work? It's just going to depend. But the first, basically, you have to focus on how you're going to be released, either by bond or ICE themselves. Most people at that point, what they do is they really just apply with ICE for stay of removal, and they get out under order of supervision. That's it. And when you're out, that's when you start, if you're going to file for I-130, but you already know, even if I-130 is approved, you still have to reopen your new case so you can terminate removal, which is still not easy, What type of lift, what are available? What do you mean, what type of relief? If a person has a green card already, so what type of relief? I don't understand this question. To be honest, I don't understand that question. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, Olushola Fali. I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question. Because if the person has the green card, so they don't need any type of relief, is if they find themselves in removal proceedings because of a crime, that's when they have to defend themselves. From Pakistan watching. Oh, okay. Are you a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a lawyer. Afghanistan TPS is officially terminated. Yes, it's officially terminated, but until the last day, right? So I believe it's going to be, once the one that they have, it's over, they're not gonna renew it. I think the one that people currently have is going to go until I think June, right? Sometimes it's in June. Let me see again. The termination will be effective on July 12, 2025. So they already said they're not going to renew it, and then it's officially done. But the effectiveness of it is going to be like, if they ask you when it's going to be done officially, that will be July 12, 2025. Okay, July 12, 2025. That's when it's going to be officially done. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about immigration topics here in the USA. Okay. Anybody else? If you have a question, immigration related, please put it in the comment section. Do you know about UHCR? No, not. I don't know a lot about it. Hi. Originally filed for asylum was dismissed, stating that husband should file for me. Citizen interview is still pending for the spouse. Any advice? Well, the simple advice is that your husband can still file for I-130, even if they're not a U.S. citizen yet. The file for I-130 is a lawful permanent resident, and when they become a U.S. citizen, you can update the application. That's what people do. Um, yeah, so thank you. You're welcome. If you are in removal proceedings due to a 15 years old crime involving more attributed, what form of relief can you apply for? For basically, you're gonna try to maintain the lawful permanent resident status by filing a waiver in court. That's one option. The other option can try cancellation of removal. 42A, I believe. If you qualify for it, you have to look the requirement online for it. 42A, cancellation of removal for permanent lawful resident. If you qualify for that, you file for that. If not, you just fight to maintain the lawful permanent status and file for a waiver. But the waiver, you have to have qualifying relative as well, right? A U.S. Child or U.S. or lawful permanent child, U.S. spouse or lawful permanent spouse, U.S. parent or lawful permanent parent, in terms of qualifying relative to be able to prove extreme hardship. So those are the things you can do in court. Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you have any other question? I want to stop because I don't see questions. I don't see questions here. How can I get my immigration bond back? My obligator lost somewhere. Yeah, you need to call ICE. They have to give you the procedure. Their procedure is actually online, how to get the bond back. you file something on the website, it goes to, I guess, the website is the people who work on that website are located in California, and then it's going to wait for a signature from the supervisor, then they're going to release the bond. The entire procedure is on the website, ICE website. Hi, I tried to contact her phone number and address, but nothing worked. Yeah, maybe she already took it. Maybe she already took it, the money. That's why she's not responding to you. Yeah. So if she already took the money, she's not gonna respond to you. And ICE is not gonna give you the money back if she's the one who's supposed to get it back because she's the obligator. You know what I mean? If she's not responding, it looks like she already took the money. Oh Lord, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hossein, I'm pretty sure she already took the money. That's why she's not responding. Because if somebody really has their money there, of course they'll do everything that is necessary to get their money back because it's not her money. She took it and ran away. You know what I mean? We submitted address error correction with notary. Hope will help. Yeah, if you submitted that to USCIS, at least you have it in the record that you submitted a correction. So as long as it was submitted, at least you have proof that you did something. Your case was terminated last month, but she's out of COVID. She's out of contact after COVID. But the thing is, you should basically try to reach out to ICE in terms of telling them that the obligator is no longer available and you want to get the money back. What is the procedure? You know what I mean? Yeah, you should reach out to ICE. Was it this? Hold on, what they call the CB Bonds website. The CB Bonds website has to give you basically all the procedure how to get your bond back. Yeah, you need to call. You just need to call them to find out what exactly you could do. Because when a person posts the bond, they tell them exactly how they're gonna do to get their bond back. So it even have like handout what procedure to take to get the bond back. But I remember back in the day, because now everything is online. I remember back in the day, you fill out a paperwork. Let me see. They used to fill out some paperwork. Yeah. So the bond refund, we used to fill out the form I-391 in order to get the bond back. Yeah. That's the form we used to fill out before. But now they're doing a lot of things uh, online, so I'm not sure. Yeah, what form you're supposed to fill out. I'm not sure. Back in the day, you fill out the form, but usually the person who posts the bond, they give them all the instruction on how to get their money back. That's why I'm like, I'm confused. If she's not, maybe she already got the money back. That's why she's out of touch. There's not really a next option. The option is just to file a motion to reopen, so you can terminate removal. But the thing is, right now, ICE is not taking those joint motion. You just have to wait until I start taking back the joint motion. That's the only what everybody does, right? You file motion to reopen and try to reopen old case. If it works, that's when you'll be able to adjust status. If it doesn't work, um, you just stay like that. That's, yeah. So especially now, joint motion, nobody's joining any motion to reopen old cases. So you have to wait until ICE is willing to reopen those cases. Then you file a joint motion to reopen. That's the only route. If you say, yeah, that's the only route, because technically you're in removal, you cannot apply for I-601. You can try Axis 01A, you cannot, because you're technically in removal. Some people apply for I-212 conditional. That one too, I'm not sure, because you have to get out and hope that you come back. Yeah, the only option is just join motion to reopen if ICE agrees. That's the best route. If ICE doesn't agree, you wait for another year. That's it. Yeah, but I have all documents related to bond. You have all documents related to bond. You just have to reach out to ICE and see what you can do in order to get the money back. Because the instruction they give to the obligator the day they post bond on how to get it back. Back in the day, we used to fill out the form and send it, but now everything is being done online. Did you check the CB Bonds website? Yeah, try to check that. Do you think all? No, I don't think so. Do you remember they have a quota, 40,000 visas a year? If they meet their quota for that year, then yes. But they have a quota, at least 4,000. They have to give at least 4,000 visas a year. They have a quota. They go by the quota. They don't even go by the cases. They usually just go how many cases they've approved that year. Yeah. That's why if your case is the beginning of the year, it's better than the case that come at the end of the year. Like if the case is compared to the case from January, compared to the case of August. By August, they already gave out all the visa, and by September, it's basically the end of the fiscal year. Then you have to wait for next year. So, yeah. Only the spouse, not the daughter. The daughter has to be a U.S. citizen. Yeah, only the spouse can file as a green card holder. Trump can take that away. Trump is trying to take away habeas corpus. Basically, he's trying to. I don't think so for cancellation of removal, but he's in talk to take away habeas corpus, that procedure that we use to release people in detention if the detention has been prolonged, like for too long, then, or if they're trying to transfer somebody from one detention center to one detention, like from one jurisdiction to another jurisdiction, we can stop that transfer by filing in federal court habeas corpus. or if the person has stayed there for more than the required time, we can file a habeas corpus. He's trying to take away that. He's in talk. I talked about it yesterday on my, but about this, I don't know. I don't think so. What he doesn't want lawsuit. Basically, he doesn't want people filing in federal courts because people are getting successful cases in federal court. So basically, what he's trying to do is to limit those type of procedures that allow an immigrant to file in federal court. Everything that has to do with filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration or filing some type of petition in federal court in order to get a a review, a legit review by a federal judge, anything that has to do with finding how you're going to get benefit in federal court, that those are the procedures that he's trying to eliminate. Yeah. So, yeah. So, but my BA case terminated within 2 months. It was joint motion based on our approval. Oh, if your BA case is terminated, then you should file for adjustment of status. Yeah, your BA case is terminated. You have you. It was a joint motion. Case has been terminated already. You have a vow approved. Then it's like a red. It's like a green light. You file for green card with USCIS. That's it. That's not even. I think you probably know that already, right? You probably know that already. Yeah, I hope so too, to be honest. Yeah, my Austin, you probably know that you can already file your green card with USCIS. You're just trying to find out how you're going to get your money, right? You need to reach out to ICE. Exactly where the bond was posted, that's where you reach out. Because the person who signed for bond is nowhere to be found. That's like, for me, it looks like the person already got the money. Because I had a client in 2023 who was complaining about the same thing, and the person wasn't responding. But later on, we found out that the person already got the money. That's why they were not responding. It's like, I already got the money. Why would I respond? You know what I mean? I already got the money. Why would I respond? All right. That's why, to be honest, that's what I think. It's like, I already got the money. Why would I respond to the phone call? Yeah, that's what I personally think. But in any case, you can reach out to ICE to find out. Okay. This is it, right? This is it. Oh, about traveling, that I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. With those traveling with advanced parole, I'm not gonna get into it. Nowadays, it's just about luck to come back. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. I made an entire video on what I think about travel. If you go on my TikTok, you can find it. So I'm not gonna give anybody advice about traveling outside on advanced parole. No, that's just make your own decision on that one based on what you're seeing nowadays. Yeah, because if a person travels and doesn't come back, they'll be talking about, oh, yeah, yeah. When it comes to travel outside, just make your own decision. Yeah, to be honest with you, we don't, at this point, we don't really care. It's like you don't know who's who. If they stop me, then I never can never come back to the US. Or you come back, but you wait for your green card outside. And basically, you have to transfer the case, your vow approval to. You have to file the form I-824 to transfer that vow approval to your embassy, where you are in your hometown. Then wait for that case to be transferred, then get your visa from outside. That's how it's going to play out. So if you're willing to wait outside, then yeah, that's your own decision. Because right now you can just status in the US. If you leave the country and you don't come back, your application for green card will be considered abandoned. So what are you going to do? What you're going to have to do is take your VAWA approval and transfer it to your NVC, which you have to file a form for it to be transferred to NVC in your embassy. And once it's transferred, then you wait as everybody else is waiting on the line. You put all the documents inside, you wait on the line until your document become qualified, like documentarily qualified. Then you wait for your interview, then you do your interview outside, then you come back. So how long it's gonna take? I don't know. As you say, probably 2 years, probably 3 years. That I don't know. I have no control over that. Okay. Okay. I sent for my citizenship interview when well, so on the track that also will be scheduled. What does that mean? How long you have to wait? I don't know. People you are waiting 2 year sorry, 2 weeks. It simply means that you pass your interview. Now you're just waiting for them to schedule for the oath of office. But not oath of office, sorry, oath of allegiance. Out of office is for someone getting into office, or out of allegiance to the United States, basically, when they do the ceremony to give you the certificate. So that's the only thing you're waiting. Takes here in Virginia, takes at least 2 weeks. They'll schedule you. What's the next one? So they'll schedule you. In your state, I don't know, but what I've seen so far, at that point, doesn't take that long anymore. Within 2 weeks, you should receive from what I've seen so far, within 2 weeks, you should receive a notice for the ceremony. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is it. You've waited for, oh yeah, just wait. At this point, nothing else you can do. You just wait, they'll send it. Regardless how long it's gonna take, they'll send it. Because it's already over. You just wait for when they have the next ceremony, that's when they will schedule it. There's nothing you will do on your side. They're the one who are going to schedule the ceremony when they have one available. Yeah. Yeah, you just wait, they'll schedule it. That's it. And they'll send you a notice once they schedule it. What I know in Virginia, it doesn't take that long. Because I'm from here, from the DMV, it doesn't take that long. Virginia, Washington, D.C., Maryland. When it comes to citizenship, it doesn't take long. But when it comes to other cases, forget that. It takes too long. You see somebody say in Virginia it takes in Houston it takes 1 month. So yeah, you just wait at this point. Thank you. You're welcome. You just wait. They'll schedule it. Hi, Attorney Bijoux of Complex. Yeah, I'm back. I'm taking questions today. We're almost done. Basically, we started in 7 minutes. It's gonna be 1 hour. We're almost done. So please like, please share. By the way, please like, please share. Please like, please share. Today we were only taking questions. Please like, please share. Okay. This is it for today. If you don't see me, if this, I might not come back until next week. So if you don't see me, probably you see me next week. That's yeah, you already waited 2 weeks. You only have 2 more weeks to go. Yeah, it's basically your state. Those are the states I cannot leave. I cannot live in Texas. I cannot live in Florida. I cannot live in Georgia. I don't know why people live there, but that's their choice. But I cannot because I know those states too much. Oh, that's that's yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of things that I need to do, family stuff that I have to do, wedding to attend, a lot of things. So this weekend. So that's why I need to prepare. But I'll come back. If you don't see me tomorrow, it means I'm just gonna come back next week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Like only 1 week. Yeah, I might be here tomorrow. If I'm not here tomorrow, just know I'll be here next week for sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Please like, please share. Until next time. Please like, please share. Until next time. Bye bye. If there's a news if there's like a breaking news, I'll post it on my story on IG. That's why you follow me on Instagram or anything like that. Because if there's like a major breaking news, I'll just put the link on my story on IG. Then you can just click on the link and read it. Something around those lines. So yeah. Until next time. Bye bye. Thank you.